Alright, so let's try to get some games in here. What is this? I literally just started. It did freeze the last time I played. Was it Saturday when I was trying to load into a game? That was an odd start. Huh.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here in Baltimore. Tylan Wallace now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the...
Off the box. Oh, yeah, that cool.
That's where the offense will take over.
Empty right away.
The defensive rating is 30. My mistake and offensive 29 points. And the right towels inside. Nice ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
I don't think you can count an air ball because of good grades in that. Brings the Cougar switching from the corner. But this time we're hearing from the crowd with the UFO. He's been struggling during the season.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He's going to air one out right away.
Nice pass.
He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Hey, man, I'm not talking shit either. I said nice pass. That was the first thing I said. I said nice pass. Hey, man, I gotta do what I gotta do to try to get the win, you know? Shit, better fuck that up.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls.
I also don't got a lot of voice left over from the Bills game yesterday, so I really don't I don't know if you can hear me too well. I really can't feel like I'm not talking loud. Every game, but yesterday in particular, you know, we got to try to beat the Chiefs. Oh yeah, they won yesterday. That was a good game.
Now the first carry for King Henry. The
That defense, literally, that defense is amazing. That's really why they're winning games. Like, man, if they can get 20 points from their offense, man, like they're gonna win a lot of games doing that.
That defense was on it from the start.
That's the second time they did that this year too, didn't they? They already did that one time. Yeah, that was the Falcons game, like the first game of the year, right?
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Allen gonna throw to get things going. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why.
Trying to get going, but this is out. And grabs the rebound. Into the air ball by
Cooper going in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
That's an adjustment opportunity with overtime shooting. Runs it.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Excitement to the guard. Switching in transition this time.
Following the touchdown, the pass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this on just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, Jackson. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
That's for re-signing this offseason. Jalen Hudson right back. Gets a 4 of 6 from downtown.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Start in transition. Pitching right away. That three-pointer misses.
Here's Allen to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Bills have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A gain of 15 and a first down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way to the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
And we're not even 9 minutes into the game.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Jackson now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Now, Jackson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up.
Good game, man.
This music and in quieter profunders. Please stop me in the lights of the show. And in the shimmering sea. And the sea cruises for a greater beauty.
It's lunchtime, and Gary is double booked. Good thing Gary's company uses Otter's AI meeting assistant to take notes and generate a summary. So Gary doesn't miss a meeting, and can regain his lunch break. Try now for
So
free.
what's up, guys? I'm Black Ops Racing. Welcome back to another Zombies Q&A on the channel. This series where I take your questions to do with the zombie storyline or Easter eggs, and I answer them. As always, if you go on to enjoy today's video, a like rate is always appreciated. To say, why are these zombies' eyes orange again? Do the eye colours still have meaning? Maybe Dr. Monty or the Shadow Man are back in control. And before I carry on, I will say I'm pretty sure the colour of the eyes in BO6 zombies are yellow, not orange. It could just be me though. I've said they're orange or yellow in different maps previously. It's kind of hard to tell, but to me they look yellow. Either way, it doesn't really matter because they're clearly the same colour as the last time we saw them back in Black Ops Cold War. They've been the same colour besides from in Vanguard zombies all throughout the Dark Ether story, so Black Ops 4 and after. Now, we do know kind of in the old timeline, sometimes the zombie eye colour meant something and sometimes it didn't. That was told to us by the director himself, Jason Lindell. He said, look, sometimes it's worth looking into because there is a reason they're the colour they are, but sometimes it means absolutely nothing. For example, in Origins, the zombies had yellow eyes. If you knew absolutely nothing about the zombie storyline or very little, you would think that must have meant some other.
You've been checking in for a couple of days, but you needed some money now? I got you. So Dave Extra Cash has been my absolute...
Was in control then, but if you did the Easter egg, she clearly isn't. But you go back to World at War Zombies when they also had yellow eyes, and the reason for that was because Samantha controlled them. We then went to Black Ops 2 Zombies where Richtofen took control of the undead and their eye colour changed to blue. In Buried, they changed to orange when Maxis took control of the ether. In Alpha Omega, they were white because Avogadro was inside of the APD, the American Pyramid Device, which was a replica of the one on Moon. But then in maps such as Mob of the Dead, where they've had red eyes or Tiger Totem, it becomes less clear. And then in Black Ops 3's maps, such as the Rising Draka, the Giant, and Zetsubo Nishima, when they had yellow eyes again, it becomes even less clear. There are certain maps where we don't know who the controller of the zombies is, which made the theory of the eye colour being dictated by the controller of the zombies irrelevant. I mean, you can have your own theories, such as the Shadow Man means red-eyed zombies, or Dr. Monty means red-eyed zombies, or the Devil. Yes, that was one back in the day, which isn't true, by the way. The honest truth is, besides from Vanguard zombies, we don't actually know who was in control at the point these zombies had red eyes, because there are multiple different maps that we had them in, such as Mob of the Dead, Blood, Gorod, Tiger Totem, which means because in Black Ops 6 zombies, you can clearly hear that the Forsaken is the announcer. Just take a listen. When if you pick up a max ammo, a double point, say nuke, you can still hear the Forsaken's voice from Cold War, but we know at the end of that game he was contained inside of this chamber and taken away. So far in Black Ops 6, we haven't seen him. We've seen Samantha inside of a similar looking device, but as far as the Forsaken's location, we are unaware. It is weird then how he's still the announcer in Black Ops 6, even though he should no longer hold the power he once did in the Dark Ether over the undead and other creatures in there. That is another valid question you could ask. But does it have any relation to the yellow or orange eye colour of these zombies? Random. Now, if we do end up getting a different set of eye colours for the zombies in BO6, then you can raise the question, but if it just remains consistent all throughout it, then it doesn't seem like it's something we should really be looking into. Well, they have no controller. We saw that same such power-ups. To me, that's the question that we should be asking, and I don't have an answer. Maybe we'll find out as the story progresses. The next question of the day says, in one of the radios for Terminus, it mentions an angry Russian man in the Dark Ether. Could that be Nikolai? If not, who do you think it could be? So if you don't know what he's on about, in Terminus, there is a radio from Anya Tanovsky, who was one of the scientists there, who started hearing voices coming from within the ether reactor, which was basically the facility's power switch, generating power using Ethereum. But once it was up and running, Tanovsky swore she could hear voices from within the Dark Ether, leading her to believe that there is life in there.
Some people like throwing around the phrase, curiosity killed the cat. I wonder if they're the same people who think cats have 9 lives. Doesn't matter. I'm the super ether term supernatural coming from others, like the Russian man, sound angry. And there's also a woman, but sometimes she sounds more like a girl. She might be German, but I can't quite focus on what she's saying. I said I'm not superstitious, but I am starting to believe that some kind of life exists
Voices from within the reactor.
inside the Dark Ether. and find this possibility in a strong way, probably.
She says she heard many voices from within the reactor, but some of them sounded like people in pain, crying out, lost in despair. Others sounded like a Russian man who was angry and also a woman, but sometimes she would sound more like a girl who might be German, but she couldn't quite focus on what she was saying. And then she finishes by saying she's starting to believe that there may be some kind of life that exists within the Dark Ether, which of course she would be right. Now, the woman she's hearing, that she says sometimes sounds more like a girl and is German, more than likely is Samantha. In the Liberty Falls intro cutscene, we saw Samantha contained within inside of the device, but this radio takes place in the 80s. We don't have an exact date for it, but I believe it's at least a couple of years before the Liberty Falls intro cutscene. So at this point in the radio, it's likely, although we don't know exactly how Richtofen came to contain Samantha inside of this device, everything that we were told could have been a lie, and as soon as she plunged herself into the Forsaken in the end of that cutscene, that didn't cause her to become trapped in the Dark Ether, and instead Richtofen somehow immediately captured her inside of this device here, and this is what she's been contained in for years. That's possible, but from what we were led to believe and from what other characters have said in this game, Samantha for a short amount of time was trapped in the Dark Ether. How Richtofen came to contain her then, we don't know, but if she was in there, then this German woman, who sometimes sounds like a girl that Tarnowski's hearing, could be Samantha. It would make the most sense, because what other German character do we know in our zombie storyline that is trapped within the Dark Ether? There is the obvious answer as to who this is Samantha, but it could be someone else. However, as far as the angry Russian man goes, well, the obvious answer there is Nikolai, right? That's the first name that comes to your mind, but his ending compared to Samantha's was a little bit different because he died. He shouldn't be within the Dark Ether, right? Nikolai, along with Takeo, Dempsey, and Richtofen, the Ultimate Supremacist versions, not the one we see in Black Ops Cold War, all died in Tactio Totem. They, unlike everything else, unlike Dr. Monty, the Shadow Man, the transit characters, Misty, Malton, Stuhlinger, and Russman, all of that was banished to the Dark Ether, but Richtofen, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey weren't, because their souls were connected through the ether. They were linked to it, interwoven and intertwined. Think of it if the universe were held together with tape and a piece of string. Richtofen, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey with a string. If you pull that, then the universe unravels, it falls apart. The Ultimate version of Richtofen made that bond when he forged all of their souls together in the elemental shard, causing them all to be connected through the infinite. They each gave each other life, and the fate of one of them was tied to another, which was the exact reason why in Tactio Totem they simply couldn't just destroy the multiverse, as you saw right here, and continue to live. They all had to die. Otherwise, the ether would still exist because it needed to keep them alive. That should have meant then that every single version of Richtofen, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey in every universe that was a part of the multiverse would have died when these four, these eight, killed themselves in Tactio Totem, because each and every one of them was linked. Besides from the child version of Eddie, because he was innocent. His soul was taken before it had a chance to be corrupted, which is why Richtofen can still exist right now in Black Ops 6, but all of the other characters had to die. So if they're dead, there's none of them left to be banished to the Dark Ether, meaning the voice that Tarnowski's hearing of this angry Russian man trapped within there surely can't be Nikolai. But he's the only Russian character of prominence throughout. Other people it could be, besides some brand new characters such as Dr. Gersh, Yuri Tavosky, even Resnov, if you don't know, he is a part of the zombie storyline. So could be someone else that we know, but the one that comes to your mind is Nikolai. But I can't see any possible scenario where it would be him, because he simply shouldn't be alive. However, on the flip side, I will say we have heard from leaks. Next year, we are going to be getting Richtofen, Takeo, and Nikolai Dempsey return as the main set of characters. Not the previous versions, not the Ultimate versions, a different version, but still, those characters are coming back. So if that leak turns out to be true, then us hearing this voice in the Dark Ether, which may or may not be Nikolai, could be the start of his return to the story. Describing him as an angry Russian man doesn't sound like premise Nikolai, but more like his ultimate self. But I could see many reasons as to why the premise version of Nikolai would be angry at what's going on in this new story, because zombies weren't even supposed to exist. That was one of the main reasons why he sacrificed his life, to give the children, Samantha and Eddie, a better chance of growing up without that. But it's all gone to shit again. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be him story-wise. That's what I would have said before Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, having seen a ton of things introduced back into the story from the old one, I don't think I could rule it out. So, there we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you enjoyed the video today. If you
I'm gonna put the football game on here.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York.
Eagles. Okay.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
56, 56.
Allen comes out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does.
Gotta
And
catch
he knocks
the
it
ball,
free.
man.
Incomplete.
Wide
It's almost one
open.
of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game. Before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, home. Half. Stop.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's a good
He
hit.
arrived as the ball did to
Wish he
break
caught the
things
other
up.
one.
And that brings up 4th and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit. You got to
Here,
jar
with 2
that ball
drops.
loose. Not a lot of offensive
Got like
players are hanging
91
on to
catching.
that one through a well-placed hit.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front, opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Hurts now on 4th. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the powered play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second and 8. Taking a deep shot here.
Nice pass. I was late on that rush. It was on me.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Johnson with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting all the way to their own 40.
That's funny. The roof is open. No, they're closing.
5 years, but
such a boost
not so
to an
good.
offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense
a
up with
franchise that
great
had gone
field
4-12,
position.
4-13, 3-13, and they won the previous 3 seasons. They won 10 games last year, won a playoff game, lost in the divisional round. And he's got his team and
excellent
CJ
field
Stroud
position
sitting
for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
We told the roof would be open tonight. They were excited about it. They had a mishap with it prior to the game, and we'll get a report from Lisa Sulky on it, exactly what happened before this game got underway about
Allen
2.5 hours ago.
Chased out to his right.
Takes it away.
Yay, we caught the ball.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Get to the 25.
One goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
I think he's looking for it here tonight.
1st and 10. Here's
Allen.
Allen.
Week 18 last
He's got this
year, and they
complete
opened
to
that
James
game
Cook.
up against Indianapolis with a deep ball, 75 yards to Nico Collins. I haven't
That is the epitome of staying on
here tonight. We'll find out here in just a second.
First down, what opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They get
What
6
a
and a first
start
down
in
as
the
well.
stands.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's in the area of an ineligible man downfield. This may be coming back, and it looks like it will. Are you kidding me? What a start that would have been. Oh, my gosh. Ineligible man downfield. Against the offense, number 78.
Damn, sounds like a lot of Texans fans there.
That's on left
Calvin, they're
tackle
booing.
Larry Tunsil, and it's a good call. And the problem with that is the first play of the game, they've repped this all week. They certainly knew a couple days ago
He's definitely
that
illegally
this
down the
was the
field.
play they were going to open up with. So they had time to certainly be ready for it. You can see D'Amico Ryans. That's kind of been what's happened here over the last month of the season. Just too many penalties. You see Larry Tunsil there. He knows. He knew immediately the flag was on him. That is the 14th accepted penalty on Larry Tunsil this season.
That's the end of one.
And that is
Neither
just
side separating much so
Here's a
far.
handoff to
We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
That must be Monday.
Settle in, baby.
We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
It's the second-year
First down of the game for James Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
There he is, 58. Grabbing a hold of the center here with Patterson.
He'll get this to Samuel. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To the near sideline and out of bounds is Robert Woods.
Can take the lead here in the second. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
No question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 or 4 point play. But when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw an extra when your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That for a number of years, but we'll get into that as we move through this game. Second down and 3. Game complete. Not even tried by Tank Dell. 3rd down coming up. I'll make Steve Apples our producer by going through all these points now. Mike Zimmer calls this defense.
On the return,
It's not
Britton
good.
Covey.
It is the very definition of old school.
Just inside the 25 on the return.
This week also put without 2 of their top 3 corners. With Jordan Lewis out now with a bad back, and Deron Bland hasn't played all year. Deron Bland missing the entire year has definitely impacted this defense. Not having Jordan Lewis tonight.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Not playing tonight either. 3rd down and 3. Former Cowboy Dalton Schultz, 1st down, Houston. And he's up to the 39-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a gain of 8. He was wide open. Already, this is a positive start for the Houston Texans because it was 3rd and 3. And they could come back with an easy completion. Nobody's out there in the flat. But this is an offense for all Texas fans. They certainly are aware of this. They will continue to see them in 3rd and long for this side. That's Texas over the heart of the field, and he is in the dangerous territory.
No dice on that flying pass. Here's 6th down.
Well, good route by Mechie. You got to believe his confidence is high coming off that game last week against Detroit. A lot of communication in the defense right here. You got Kendricks. They're trying to signal out, figure out who's got who, and Mechie gets right in behind it at that intermediate level for an easy completion. Texans are spending a lot of time at the line of scrimmage once they get up there.
Can Elam getting there for the stop? Offense in the hurry up here.
A touchdown, Texans.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short.
Fuck me. Hey, Mixon cast my anytime touchdown though. Let's go.
The Eagles take a second quarter lead.
I gotta pick that up.
No mistaking that play call, Brock. They said everybody on
That's exactly what I
winds
wanted.
up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. This is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Mason, who has found the fountain of youth with Houston. Coming off that bad game, they blow this one dead.
prior
And this
to
one
the
thankfully
effort against
knocks
the
off
Detroit
the
in
mark.
fourth
He
straight
gets it to go.
100-yard game. Offense number 6. Drive. They're going to march him back 5 yards. That was the longest run of the season against the Cowboys. But we've seen the Texans, at least on that first possession, get them out of the huddle. They get up to the line and they snap. And there's
a nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
No question. They went up tempo. They had Dallas on their heels. Good job of play calling by Bobby Slowick, and they've got the big play. The big play came back in the offense on the opening drive.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Well, an impressive start. They don't get the touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, but they put together a nice drive. Texans on top.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Memory foam doesn't come close. Bigger theft fleet guarantee. Save up to $1,000 during our Black Friday sale. Visit triple.com for a shorting review.
Back to throw now, Allen.
You think it also gets down?
On the move, headed right.
Oh, I shouldn't have tested him. Good pick. I should have live it too. Thought I could fit it over that. Good pick. Good pick. That's a bad read by me.
That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
72 hours later,
across his body, and it backfires. Interception. That's Cole Bishop. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. And all the time to get prepped on that sideline, get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
They went to plan B. Stadium workers bolted that piece of metal to the catwalk. Security in place for the time being until they can safely get it down after the game. So,
yeah, Lisa, well covered by you. And it was...
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Obviously, nobody was hit by that piece of metal that fell right next to our producer.
Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick.
Those flag flies and a good return by Turpin. He's been the best in the game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
But again, a flag on the point.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen.
Saw the roof was open between then and now. They
gets this to Johnson.
And
they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Dallas and
Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
The wind and with the issue.
On 1st down, Allen.
Oh my God! You can't get that out there. Good coverage. Wow. I went on that anticipation.
Here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so
He's got to get open up
bad.
bad.
The best QBs playing today have baseball in their
Watch it here.
because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Sprung Turpin, so instead of starting with the ball outside their own 35.
What's up, Caden? What's going on, man?
Tackle made by Von Miller.
So Cooper Rush has to play.
I've been trying to tell you, but you didn't want to hear that about Rodgers, man. I've been trying to tell you that.
Transition from college to the NFL. Not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them,
it might be.
In a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play
He's
action
got
for
5 and 2
later.
as a starter. He makes his 8th start here tonight. The passing yards per game, not that great, but he's been good enough to win 5 games in 7 tries. Both losses to the Philadelphia Eagles, including last week. He got
Here we go, second and 9.
This is not obviously the same team as they had in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of like, what's the point, you know? You've been saying that all year, but I didn't agree with that. The Jets, before the last game, were top 10. I honestly didn't see much of anything in the games. But 2's not a ton. 2's like kind of average. Almost every single quarterback's line, when you're betting on them, has a line of 1.5. So like 2 is like right at the average. I will. I'm actually going to watch the highlights a little later too. I'll see the highlights tomorrow. But all I know is, like I said, coming into the game, it's been more the Jets' offense than their defense. They were bottom tier in offense, and they were 10th in defense. Is what I said to you, I think. Yeah, I was watching the Knicks game. I need the Knicks to win by 11, so root for that for me.
They could challenge that if they'd like.
And I'm watching the Monday night game now, but.
Interception last drive, Justin to they're going right back to the air.
As long as they win by 11, I don't care what they win by. If they can win by 40, that's cool. If they can win by 39, they can win by anything more, 11 or more. That's what I need.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. You're going to see they get the double team here. And they're not able to get much movement, and goes home. Comes right in on block.
Gosh.
Second time out.
Expect to see Dowell with a fair amount of carries in this game, but
as much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, set up and extra longs, that's exactly how you get it done.
And brought down here at the 23-yard line.
got 1 first down. But then the drive stalls, and the punt team comes on for Dallas. So this has been a recurring thing for the Cowboys, is that the receivers just have had a hard time getting separation this year. How tight that coverage is, now Peter's having a great season. But throughout the year, it hasn't mattered who the Cowboys are playing. They just have not been getting the separation at the top of these routes. And it's made the quarterback really have to be perfect with the ball location. That was a good throw by Cooper Rush, but a disappointing series there for Dallas. Here's a fake.
Oh my gosh. That was a terrible fake field goal. What are you doing that for? Wow, that was awful.
Thomas made the catch.
Now with Allen.
And he was brought down immediately by John Mechie. Well, the incomplete, special teams coach got to be thrilled about this. Mechie was not full. He pulls out. He's got his eyes on Thomas. He saw it coming. He cut away.
But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be
for something like
automatic in
this,
this
and you would
offense.
expect that from the Cowboys, trying to get it going, trying to
After the
speed
incomplete
the
pass,
possession.
here's second and goal.
And Dak's expression pass at the there's Frank.
Davis.
His group was
Nothing
ready.
on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They're now
Now in timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Good protection.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting them out. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this
First
becomes
career
a
special
critical
teams
3rd down
tackle
call.
for
Buckle up.
Mechie.
It's 3rd and goal.
It sets up this opportunity for the Texans already upset. Yeah, and
Operating from the gun, it's
Bobby
Allen.
Slowick, he wanted the home run
Eyes
shot. They're
down,
trying to go to
rolling
Robert Wood, but the Cowboys
And
play
even on
really
3rd
well.
down,
He's
he
got
sees
safety
no
help on the
choice other than to
inside.
get rid of it.
Malik
Not the
Hooker,
play
and
they
that's
wanted.
right
It's
there.
going to be 4th
Even with
down.
pressure in his face, he couldn't get off to a secondary receiver.
And it is
Probably should have went first.
problems there on the shorter attempt.
Mm.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more.
I didn't want to get nothing there, though.
On EA Sports. Back from the break. I'm Kate Scott.
Hey, what's going on?
And we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Gets his second of the year.
Now to kick this away.
Isn't having the year that he's had in prior years, but he's got the best of the interior guys. And he just beats Juice Strong.
He gets crushed by a big hit. Right at the 25
with some of the issues that they had there. But he gets beat immediately and takes down Stroud.
Yeah, I got season tickets, so I go to all the games. So my voice is a little funny today.
Play clock in one.
They're out set. First and 10.
In the pass. On a screen.
Good. I need him to.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Broke through the tackle.
Yeah, it was in Buffalo.
Marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
The margin settled down on C.J. Stroud, and they at least to where they can make a decision. Do they want to go for it here on fourth down, which they do?
Throwing here,
They could have settled for a field goal with Fairbairn. He's having a nice
through the middle.
Wow, we got a drive.
To the 38 before going down.
The Jaguars have been really bad.
4 yards on the play.
It's kind of surprising.
Eagles first down.
Like, I don't think many people saw this.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Splits a couple
I
of
missed this.
and completes it. And he's stopped at the 31.
Yeah, Titans haven't been very good. But what are you going to do about that?
Second and 3.
Cowboys ball down 7.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's not cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for
We'll see. We'll see who they get. Who knows? That's the thing. Like, you just never know where anybody goes from the draft.
Rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Starts to break away from this. Make him go. With rapid release.
Hurts throwing again.
Wow.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
No one's gonna trade for Aaron Rodgers. If he comes back next year, if he really does come back, he's gonna play and he's gonna play for the Jets. I feel like this is his last team. I just don't see anything else happening there. In my opinion, that's just an opinion.
Ask your doctor about Kumbai today.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Early holiday deals like these. With everything you need,
73.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. After some relocating there, they track him down right from the pocket.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're talking about that guy, right?
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play options get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not really cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Throwing from the gun.
Also, it's like
this has been a trend, yet another interception. Christian Bedford has it. And the Bills will take the interception back across midfield.
You mean Ty God?
You know what this is, Kate? This is
Yeah, he ended our playoff drought, so
really on both sides of the ball.
he's Ty God around here.
Coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Yeah, he's an okay backup. To be honest, like, obviously he's not that good. Otherwise he'd be playing more for other teams, but Jordan Travis.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the damage, just a few yards on that game. Jordan Davis get there for the tackle.
Look, I don't hear many people advocating for Jordan Travis very often.
and just lead him up the seam as a touchdown. And every now and then you get gifts. And Malik Hooker got a gift here because the ball's going behind and high.
Yeah. I know who he is. I'm just saying, like, I don't think... You just don't hear too many people say that. Like, you don't hear too many people. And I'm not saying it's wrong either. I'm just saying that's not something you really hear. Yeah, he does.
He had to earn that catch every single yard.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a little bit better.
See what he can do. We'll see really good job there by Tom after the break. Making a stop because he still has a lot of room out
They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach.
Here we go. He said, "Here we go." It's funny how they still do that. Here we go. I don't know. It's the lingo. Ooh, I don't know about that. It's still early. I wouldn't go crazy on the Drake May stuff yet, but that's just me.
This is a defense that plays a lot of nickel defense, 5 defensive backs. They do it with 3 safeties primarily. And Eric Murray, he's a good player. He hits it on the run. He's right there.
Working from the gun. It's Allen.
Backing him up.
Oh my gosh.
Got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
They're working down. Not a lot of room in there.
Come on, O-line.
Rush offense for the Cowboys. There is 3.8 yards per rush, which is 31st. Their yards per game, 31st. The problem for Dallas on both sides of the ball is they're not controlling the line of scrimmage. They're bad defending the run, and they're bad running. You know, and that's how you get the 3 and 6. You know,
I don't know if Hunter's gonna go first. It's gonna be weird to see, like, what does an NFL coach actually want to do with him, you know? Like, do they want him to play both ways? Because I don't know if I feel like an NFL organization wants to put that toll on someone. In college is tough, but the NFL, that's big boy football, you know? Like, do they really wanna do that? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if they want him playing both ways.
2 teams trade picks. Texans take over.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Coming now to return this.
I just don't know, man. I feel like that's QB going first. Yeah, probably. That's been the trend.
No. He's trying to get what mine.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside.
Yeah, it does happen, but it depends. Does someone not actually believe in that? Like, does somebody not actually believe in him this year? Like, who knows?
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield.
Oh, how does he just toast him, bro? He's not that much faster. Like a jump ball, sure, but he was impressed.
The Eagles push this to an 8-point game.
That's so lame. He shouldn't be toasting. He should be mossing him if it's close, but their speed is not that much different.
Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the
I don't know if Milroe's good, to be honest with you.
ESPN Monday Night Football brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
Elliott all set for the kickoff.
Phone and pet health insurance.
I can't believe A.J. Brown just ran by Teron Johnson like he's some type of superior athlete, like with speed. Look at that. Like, that was like a streak. That was like a literal streak. I'm definitely looking at the replay of that after the game. A.J. Brown's got 91 speed. Teron Johnson has, you guessed it, 91 speed. But somehow Teron Johnson can't keep up with A.J. Brown. That's backed up. He didn't beat him on a press.
Here is a handoff over the right side.
At least he shouldn't have pressed. I didn't have him pressed.
We go back to the interception on the other side. Yeah, you see those from CeeDee Lamb and Derek Stingley, but watch Jimmy Ward. He's the one who...
Well, how does he blow by? Oh my gosh, what is going on?
And CeeDee stopped after the contact occurs. And
yeah, I'm fucking misblocking
around him on a curl route. It was close, Russell, as to whether or not that was illegal contact. Right, Troy? That was...
No, I zoned the other guy. I don't know what I just did with this, but... If I zoned Teron Johnson, I couldn't have zoned Teron Johnson. He ran with him all the way down the field.
It sits him second and very manageable. It creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Last three dives, it hasn't been very pretty. The Cowboys...
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
C.J. Stroud threw an interception. Cooper Rush returned to fake.
From the 32. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch
his favorite team was the Knicks. I really don't have a favorite NBA team. I like NBA players. Like, I really don't. My favorite player was Kobe.
That was an easy throw. Schultz that he missed there on second down, but with the incompletion, another third down.
Connection made to Shakir. And he takes it into the end zone.
I like Jalen Brunson.
Making a 4-point game here in the fourth.
5 yards against Dallas.
Brunson's a good player. Yeah, Kobe's my guy. So I kind of like the Lakers, just literally like default because Kobe. I like AD. AD's a beast.
We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal.
Also just reminding him
and he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. Tie this game in the fourth.
Like, there's a lot of players in the NBA that I like. I didn't. Like, I feel like he's just LeBron's son. How does that make him good? You have to actually, like... I've never been to a Raptors game. I loved Vince Carter is probably my first favorite player when I was little. I love Vince Carter. I got his jersey. But I don't know. I just don't, like... I don't know. I just don't really... I don't know. I've never been to an NBA game. Is that crazy to think?
Got some playing time.
That's got to be crazy to think. I've never been to an NBA. I've been to a bunch of different football games. I've been to different football stadiums. I've been to a lot of different baseball stadiums. I've never been to an NBA game.
But hey, doesn't matter. They get the ball back right in what could turn out to be the game's biggest turnover.
I hope for your sake. I thought they'd be good this year. Kind of sucks.
Well, they were certainly special. That's the offensive turn. They did their job.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills down by only 3. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Yeah, this is a good design because you
it most certainly could be.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
He's got to run with that. It opens up that side of the field outside the numbers then for Tank Dell. And there was Butler and May trying to bump against Davis.
That is a picture-perfect form. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is to
Big
throw.
toss, Collins, near side. He's brought down by Bolster.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
That's a great job right there.
14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Nico Collins. Boy, did they miss him. Great game. It's really exceeded he has done over the past 2 seasons. Pretty good his first couple. Really good last year at this.
On the move, hit it right. He finds Kincaid. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
You look at the last
He's just one of those
3
guys,
4
Cade.
games
Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play goalie ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a goalie like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Take some of the pressure
This is
off
one of
of
those
your
plays that I
quarterback.
wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not
He said
give
back
you
when we played,
any
we were really good
chance.
in the red zone. We had Emmitt Smith.
Bringing up 3rd and short.
Throwing now. Finds Kincaid. And he can't bring him down until he gets into the red zone at the 19.
Inside the 20.
Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry
They
up.
run it again. Back
To
to
throw.
short. First down yardage is Dixon.
He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
They went for it a moment ago on 4th
Year
and 3.
after year, the best offenses
Going to go for it on 4th and 1.
It's
Well,
not just the
Messi is
receivers
the
or
guy
the tight ends
responsible
that
for
can make
making
plays
that
through the air.
run.
Yeah, Wisconsin's kind of no joke.
Middle field like that,
For an
man, is it
offense
difficult on the
and a
defense.
head coach like D'Amico Ryan, this will be brought up because he expects
Now to throw.
everyone on the field to be a football player.
The throw is
He
caught.
expects corners to tackle.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Messi didn't get it done on that play.
Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. Still one more in their pocket to use.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series
Sounds
off
good,
well.
man.
It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Pretty good individual effort there by Joe Mixon.
Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's in.
And now they come back on
Game,
4th
man.
down, and they're able to convert to move the chains. But that's a good
He was
job.
mad.
Bring up Joe Mixon and what he's been able to do here. For
I shouldn't have won that. I played awful the whole game. I got the outside.
He's done exactly what they brought him in to do, and that is.
I know, but I almost never get that either. I know it's very common in Madden to get that, but I almost never get that. Me personally, I almost never get that.
Touchdown.
Give me a second. I'm going to grab a drink, and I'll be right back to play another game or two.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium.
Oh, we got Bills versus Bills. Go Bills.
Yeah, and it's even
My son finally quit.
in this Cowboys offense because of the hats that he's asked to wear. 2nd down and 7. They're trying to run it, not with much success. Again, it's 2 by Dowdle until he on the stop. That'll do it for the opening quarter here in Arlington, Texas. 14-0. Houston on top. Dallas, a 3rd down when we come back.
I was thinking the game might be closer for Monday Night Football here. And then I was going to use a live wager on
He puts evil into the world.
on Houston.
And get rid of people like him.
While Mike McCarthy's opposition.
Oh, my bad. I thought I had the mic on.